I have built a war strategy on how 100 heavyweight boxers can defeat one gorilla. Everyone is going to have a big role to play. We're going to have to be very, very, very strategic about this. But I have got a plan on how these 100 heavyweight boxers can defeat King Kong. Let's get right into it. I mean, look, first of all, look, the main thing that you'd say, the obvious answer is just stick Andy Ruiz on the gorilla because he's like triple the size of one anyway. But now we're trying to have fun here. Anyway, let's get right into it with the squad roles. So we're going to have our leader is obvious. The champion, Alexander Usyk, will be leading the pack. The most strategic guy out of everyone. So, yeah, there we go. Then we will have our brawlers. These are the group where, they're going to have to go in wild. These are big, strong, heavy hitters who are going to have to go in there and try and dismantle the gorilla running right at it when the time is right, though. We will have Deontay Wilder, Joe Joyce, Zhilei Zhang, Derek Chisora, and Jarrell Miller. Then we will have our grapplers. Arslan Bekmambetov, Martin Bakole, Dillian Whyte, Otto Wallin, and Robert Telanius. Mudov's going to be the leader of the pack. He's going to have to be, he's from Dagestan. He wrestles bears. He's going to be the leader of this pack. So then we've got Martin Bakole, big, strong guy. He's going to be able to hold it down when the time's right. Same as Dillian Whyte. Then we've got Wallin and Helenius backing them up. Then we've got our sprinters, our agile movers. Alexander Usyk will be, holding the shape here, making it get confused. We'll have Michael Hunter as well, Tony Yoka, Frank Sanchez, and Jalolov. Agile movers. Keep it thinking, outsmart it. Then we will have our body shot specialists, where we will have Andy Ruiz Jr., Ajit Kabayel, Luis Ortiz, Efe Ajagba, Mahmoud Shah, and Richard Torres Jr. Beating it down to the body, beat the lung down, just beat the body down. Whatever other organs there are in the body, they're going to absolutely break them of this gorilla. Honestly, destroy them. Then we will have our headshot snipers. We will have Anthony Joshua, Joseph Parker, Daniel Dubois, Tyson Fury, David Adelaide, Moses Atalma. We've got heavy hitters in here like Anthony Joshua, Daniel Dubois, Adelaide, Atalma. Then you've got, the smart headshot snipers in Joseph Parker and Tyson Fury. We will then have our corner trappers shutting down these angles. Fabio Wardley, Kubrat Pulev, Carlos Takam, Anderson, David Price, and Dave Allen. Shut down these angles, lads. Put in a job. Then we will have our wildcard operators, Lawrence Sokoli, Richard Riatpour, and Fraser Clark. They will be doing their thing. They'll be trying to help out everyone else, and they'll come in when the time they think is right. Then we will have the hiders, which is everyone else in the top 10. They're going to be hiding behind some trees, and they'll come out when the time's right to pin this gorilla down and fully finish the job. Okay, now that's all said and done, we're going to get into our phases of how to beat King Kong. We will have phase 1. We're going to have to sacrifice Johnny Fisher and Big John. So, Johnny Fisher can run in there, try and land the first blow, try and do that first little bit of damage. But Big John, he's the perfect bait and food for the gorilla to eat. It's going to take the gorilla a bit of time as well to be able to eat Big John. He's massive. He's the perfect bait for the gorilla to eat. And, kind of fill himself up a bit so he's not, fully composed and, he's not fully fighting the fight mode. That's the thing. And eating Big John, that's going to take a lot out of the gorilla. Okay, then. Phase 2, we will have our mental warfare. Objective, rattle the gorilla. This is important. We're going to have Tyson Fury make the gorilla cringe with trash talk from the outside of the fight zone. Then if that doesn't work and the gorilla gets a bit too rattled, we're going to have to make Anthony Joshua give it a little bit of a motivational speech to, make it calm down a bit. That's going to be important. Okay, then we go into phase 3. We're going to have to set the trap. The objective is contain the gorilla in one area. This is important. And to do this, we're going to have the sprinters try and draw the gorilla's focus with movement while it's busy eating Big John. I mean, it's going to be thinking, should I focus on these guys or should I focus on my food eating Big John? It's not going to know. It's going to be a bit confused. It's going to be all over the place, a bit confused here. And then we go into phase 4, which is turn and tire. The objective is keep it swinging, spinning, and spinning. Never let it settle. Never let the gorilla settle. It's not going to be settled. And the sprinters are going to be forcing it to rotate and gas out while we've got the corner trappers trying to cut off these angles. That's going to be important. Then phase 5 is the Wilder bomb. And this is where it all starts to get juicy. This is where it all starts to get interesting. We're going to have Deontay Wilder charge right at it and swing a massive haymaker. He's the leader of the Brawlers. If he dies, he dies. That's his own fault. If he lands, then history made already. But if he dies, at least he tried. But that's on him at the end of the day. Then we've got, straight after Wilder, if he dies, then, well, they're going to have to come right in swinging. You know, that's going to really be interesting. Joe Joyce, Zhilei Zhang, Derek Chisora, Jarrell Miller, they're going to have to come in and literally try and beat it up bad. No matter what, just swing haymakers. You know, 2 of them from behind, 2 of them right in front of it. Charge right at it. You know, we'll have Big John on the floor as well trying to eat it. It'll be possibly trying to eat Wilder. But if Wilder can try and do something, then, you know, we're an extra 5 men. So there we go. That's going to be important. Joyce, Zhang, Chisora, Miller come right in swinging. Then we've got phase 7 where the body breakdown begins. And, you know, try and, you know, pierce some organs, beat it down, beat its lungs up, you know, really beat down that stomach, make it gas. You know, Ajit Kabayel, very good at this. They need to shut down the distance and land bombs all over the place. You know, we've got guys in the Brawlers, though. Sorry, not the Brawlers, the body shot specialists like Andy Ruiz, very good at shutting down the range. Ajit Kabayel, very good at that, shutting down the range, bopping and moving. Ortiz Jr., sorry, not Ortiz Jr., Luis Ortiz, F.A. Ajabba, Mamucha, Torres, beat it down. You know, Ruiz and Caballero are going to be the leaders here. Go right in, beat it down to the body, shut down the distance. Then the others can come in and help out. Then we've got phase 8, grapple and contain. So all the grapplers will come in. They're going to have to grab a limb while all the body specialists are attacking it. Go right after the body. They're not allowed to go after the head. The grapplers all grab a limb. You know, try and get behind it. Try and possibly take it down. But just grab right onto it. Arslanbek Makhmudov is going to lead this. Martin Bakole, a big man as well, can try and absolutely flop it. Then we got Dillian Whyte, Wallin, Helenius. Try and absolutely wreck this by trying holding it down. They're strong guys. Hopefully, they could try and get a takedown here. That's going to be important to this. Then we've got phase 9, which is precision damage up top. Our headshot snipers are going to have to come in. Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, Joseph Parker, Daniel Dubois. They're all going to have to come in, try and land some good, sneaky shots up top. Try and knock it spark out while the grapplers hold it, while the body specialists are trying to do their thing. But you never know. Some of them might be dead. Some of them might not survive this. But if they can, snipe. Be smart with their shots. No haymakers here. Be smart. There we go. That's what needs to happen. Then we've got phase 10 where we need a leg sweep and collapse. So we're going to have all the wild cards, guys. Richard Riakporhe, not Dave Allen. Richard Riakporhe is going to be coming in here. The sprinters, Lawrence Okoli, Alexander Usyk, you know, all these guys. You know, they're going to try and come in for a leg sweep. And then here we will have the dog pile execution. This is where it all starts to come to an end. Everyone left and the hiders all pile right onto the gorilla. All of them pile right onto it. Everyone who's left alive, then the hiders all come out, running in from behind the trees, pile right on it. And then to fully end it completely, the final phase and victory will be Mike Tyson making an appearance. He'll come in, bite the gorilla's ear off, and there we go. History made. That's all said and done. The gorilla's defeated. The 100 heavyweight boxers win. Simple. There we go. Easy, easy, easy.